Morning, everybody. I hope you're well. I hope, like me, you're enjoying sharing these insights into John's Gospel. I'd like to thank Nick and the leadership for how they organise these devotionals, and to thank everyone who takes part by listening and, of course, by recording one. So today, the passage that we're looking at is in the middle of John chapter 6. It's the discussion that follows Jesus' miraculous feeding of 5,000 people. And the verses that I'm going to read for us to look at together are verses 30 to 40. So they asked Jesus, "What miraculous sign will you then give us, that we may see it and believe you? What will you do? Our forefathers ate the manna in the desert, as it is written, He gave them bread from heaven to eat." Jesus said to them, "I tell you the truth. It isn't Moses who has given you the bread from heaven, but it is my Father who gives you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world." "Sir," they said, "from now on, give us this bread." Then Jesus declared, "I am the bread of life. The one who comes to me will never grow hungry, and the one who believes in me will never be thirsty. But as I told you, you have seen me, and still you do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never drive away. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my will, but to do the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I shall lose none of all that he has given me, but raise them up at the last day. For my Father's will is that everyone who looks to the Son and believes in him shall have eternal life, and I will raise them up at the last day." So for me, when I looked at this passage, the themes that most struck me were bread, manna, believing in Jesus, and the way that Jesus repeats the phrase, "Come to me." Jesus uses believe and come to me in the same way. The one who comes to Jesus will never grow hungry, and the one who believes in him will never be thirsty. Believing in Jesus is more than vaguely accepting, more than just an opinion that's one part of our mindset. Believing in Jesus is acknowledging that he is who he says he is in these verses that we're looking at. He is God the Son. He came down to earth from heaven. He gives life to the world, and he will not lose anyone who believes in him, but he gives eternal life. He will raise us up. So believing in Jesus is a relationship in which we trust him for who he says he is, and we depend on him. When Jesus says that he is the bread of life, that also, for me, expresses the importance of depending on him in every area of life, day by day. Like the Jews who were speaking with Jesus mentioned to him, the Hebrews in the wilderness gathered manna 6 days a week that God provided for them, and without that manna, they couldn't have survived the journey. They depended on God to provide it. They had to trust him for the basics. Maybe that's one of the things that we've learned in the last year, maybe. When Jesus gives us his model prayer, he encourages us to pray, "Give us this day our daily bread," day by day. So we also should be depending on Jesus for the basics, because we know that he gives us life and he keeps us. Have a good day, keep in touch with each other, and I look forward to hearing the next devotional.